better. After 3 straight years of hit and miss movies, we finally get an all-round good one. No, better than good. Great even. Also, the 20th episode in this series, while also the King celebrates his 20th anniversary. Shenanigans? I think yay. Coincidence? I think nay. So, producer Tanaka wanted to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Godzilla. So, since Mechanicon was a thing, he decided Mechagodzilla should be a thing. And thus is what you see right there. This movie was released in Japan on March 21st, 1974. And in the US of March of this 3 years later. Monthly Film Bulletin's Tony Rans, I hope I said that last name right, noted that there was no way the film could have been anything other than formulaic. I hope I said that right. But it could clearly have been much less shambling than it is. What the fuck does that even mean? Anyway, he also commented on Sekizawa's story saying that it was, for once, ambitious. Is that all true? Well, let's find out. This is my review of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 74 edition. The plot goes as follows. On Okinawa, a woman named Princess Nami, played by B.B. Lin, don't even dare make me pronounce the other names, has seen a vision of a monster destroying a city. That, or she saw Ghidorah. But that's besides the point. And her grandfather, played by Masao Imafuku, I hope I pronounced that right, actually believes her. While the brothers, Kensuke and Masahiko Shimizu, sorry about that, played by Masaki Damon and Kazuya Oyama. Jesus, why am I so bad with Japanese names? Why are Japanese names sometimes so hard to pronounce? Aoyama, I hope I got that right, respectively, really don't believe it at first. Masahiko went through a cave, and upon going through that cave, he finds a very weird metal object that he decides to take into a laboratory to investigate. Before that ever happens, however, meanwhile at the excavation site, Kensuke was told that they found a cave. And within that cave, they found a little statue. He and an archaeologist, Psycho, played by Reiko Tajima, oh my god, I said that right, hallelujah, examines said statue, the latter of whom says it believes it belongs to a guardian of the Izumi tribe called Kisisa, who is actually based off of an actual Okinawa legend called the Shisa, the more you know. And the legend says, one monster is going to destroy the world, of fucking course, while 2 others come forth to save the world. Fuck me. Later that night, a man in all black, Danbara, played by Shin Kishida, I hope I pronounced that right, spies on Psycho for some reason. The next day, on their way to Tokyo University to Professor Wagura, played by Hiroshi Koizumi, they spot a giant black cloud. Probably a rain cloud. You'll never know when it starts raining on your day. Upon arrival to his home, Wagura is actually and Keiichi's uncle. How about that? How about a little twist? What a twist! So, remember that strange piece of metal? Yeah, that was taken to Professor Miyajima's lab, who is being played by Akihiko Harada, who came to the conclusion that the metal that Masahiko found is space titanium. How the fuck did he come to that conclusion? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. And suddenly a break into Wagura's home. But the burglar got away without achieving its goal. I'm so sad. Not really. Suddenly explosions and Godzilla, who actually sounds weird. He's probably sick. And he goes on a rampage. Very unusual, because around this time he's playing the whole goody-goody two-suit hero. Or anti-hero. Or somewhere between. I don't know. You pick. And suddenly Anguirus, who then starts a fight with him. Upon doing so, reveals a little piece of metal underneath the monster's skin. An imposter. Okay. And then the two continue to fight. And it ends with Godzilla ripping off the jaw of Anguirus. Ow. Why doesn't Anguirus ever win? I understand that you're making Anguirus look like an underdog, but seriously, have him win for once. Later that night, the real Godzilla shows up out of a building apparently. And upon blasting the fake skin off, it reveals to be Mechagodzilla, which is being run by aliens of the third planet of the black hole. A fucking long name that is. Upon further scuffling, both are injured in some way. Godzilla bleeding like a fucking stuffed pig, and MG's functions aren't working as well. The alien leader, I hope I get this name right, Kuronuma, yes, played by Goro Matsumi, yes, it realizes that it is going to take like a fucking ice age to fix the mech. So he realizes that he needs a special human to help fixing it. That would be Professor Miyajima. Unlucky him. Unlucky him. Psycho and Keisuke are on board a ship en route to Okinawa now that they have solved the riddle of the Izumi puzzle. It wasn't much of a puzzle, they just had to look up research by reading books. Yeah, that's right. There was no internet back then. The internet wasn't even invented yet. They had to read fucking books. Children out there, read fucking books. Will ya? Anyway, meanwhile, on a remote island, Godzilla asks Zeus to help him in his time of need. And surprisingly, he actually does, giving him lightning powers. I wonder what he's going to do with all that lightning in his body. Who knows? Meanwhile, back in plot number 2, the thief steals the seesaw statue, but is almost thwarted by Keisuke. Also, it's revealed that the aliens are actually space apes. It's Planet of the Apes all over again. Great. The apes have literally evolved into humans and tried to take over our people. No, I'm not going down that route. I know what happens when I go down that route. Bad times. Anyway, who is then killed by a mystery man, saving Keisuke in the process. Good man. It turns out the real statue was hidden by the captain, who is being played by Kenji Sahara. Smart. Very, very, very smart. The man in black is revealed to be an Interpol agent. Where the f*** have you been this entire time, you dumb son of a bitch? He and Keisuke finds and rescues Miyajima, his daughter, and Masahiko, who are being boiled alive. And all 5 of them literally escape death via exploding car. Suddenly a red moon. What is it, a lunar eclipse or something? Yeah. Keisuke and the 2 women are asked to go into the Izumi castle and awaken Kisisa. And through current shenanigans, blah, 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 thwarted, blah, 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 blah. And with the help of a second Interpol agent, I hope I get his name right, Tamura, yes, played by Takayasu Tori, I hope I said the name right, they succeeded, which brought out Mechagodzilla. Damn you shenanigans. Oh my god, it feels so good to finally say that. Holy shit! However, the only way they would be able to wake up the giant lion god is if the princess has to sing a song to wake him up. Or you can literally just stick an alarm clock right by his ear to tell him, wake up, you lazy son of a bitch. You got a job to do. Also, where were you during World War II? When we needed you the most, dude. Come on! By the way, that song, it takes too damn long. But at least it worked. King Caesar is awoken and dukes it out with Mechagodzilla, who then proceeds to get his ass kicked. Suddenly Godzilla! And the 2-on-1 handicap battle begins. And I wish I could make this up, but I'm not. Mechagodzilla proceeds to unleash a barrage of projectiles, missiles from the fingers, knees, mouth, and even the feet. Whew. Jesus Christ, this is madness. Delicious madness at that. And because of that, Godzilla bleeds like a fucking stuffed pig from the neck. Clint Eastwood would be so proud. And actually feel sorry for him. Yikes. But then suddenly gained the powers gifted by Zeus, apparently. He turned himself into a giant magnet, forcing Mechagodzilla down back on the ground onto him. Oh, so that's where George Lucas got the idea from. Hashtag Godzilla did it first. Although, yeah, it is a coincidence since 3 years later Star Wars will come out. And I'm thinking, I wonder where George Lucas got the idea of force powers. Oh, he got that from Godzilla. For anyone who ever asks, where did George Lucas get the idea of force powers? Godzilla. That's how. Speaking of which, he proceeds to, I'm not going to do it, decapitates the mech, putting an end to the fight, the apes, and the story. We'll be right back after this not so much 2-minute long break for my final thoughts. We'll be right back. A breath of fresh air this movie is. The story as a whole is innovative. The main human characters are the standard good, as I like to call them. It's not a bad thing, mind you. It's just what I like to call them. They hold my interest throughout, and when the monsters are on screen, they take a back seat. Speaking of, Mechagodzilla is the more unique one out of the entire trio, and his design is fantastic. This is my second favorite Mechagodzilla design, aside from King Caesar, on the other hand, while being built up nicely, he kind of is the new Anguirus, so to say. And by the time he actually shows up towards the end of the film, okay, let's be honest, he's kind of lackluster. I'm sorry to say, but that's just my opinion anyway. Godzilla is the typical Clint Eastwood model, where he shows up, gets his ass handed to him on a silver platter, and then makes a comeback. It's not a bad thing, mind you, but it could have been done with a little twist. His design is relatively the same, but the one thing that I'll praise the suit makers for is how his face gets even more angrier, and I love it. More of this, please. Oh, I actually get my wish? Thank you. And the effects, while I while I can clearly see the fucking wires in broad daylight, they are still a joy to watch. The music by Masaru Sato, this is, without a doubt, his best work yet, and he has came a long way. I mean, let's be honest. Where did he start? Raids Again, and now look at him. The jungle-like music in this is so perfect, and it is so amazing on its own and in the film. And I should note that this is his and Jun Fukuda's last Godzilla film together. I will not be able to talk about their passings along with others until we hit the year 1995. So about 21 years down the line. Oh, God help me. But at least I drunk when I found it at youth. Hashtag no regrets. Overall, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 74 edition is a great film. Good story, good characters, and good action. However, with the noticeable wires and questionable shenanigans, I cannot score this movie any higher than a solid 80 space apes out of 100. So look at me as your Santa this year, as I'm telling you to buy it on Blu-ray. And of course, this isn't the last time that we see Mechagodzilla, or Godzilla for that matter. That, my friends, I will be saving until the new year. Probably, January 1st. So, until then, thank you all for watching / listening. I have been Demetrius, signing out from the Brumakian Podcast. Happy holidays, everyone. Ho, ho, ho! That was a terrible sound effect.